Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. So, last part, we finished off heading through Vermilion City. Basically, we did everything we can do in Vermilion City, got the SSN, got our new badge to use the Cut HM. So, now this part, we're continuing on. First place we're heading through is Digglet Cave, rather. You can only find Digletts and Dugtrios in here. Pretty good Pokemon, which is why I added them to my team. But, yeah, I thought I'd show off the use of repels. Basically, stops wild Pokemon from dealing with you for, I think it's a certain number of steps. I think it's 100 steps for the base repel. But here we go, we're out of Rock Tunnel. So, first thing we're doing is heading into this house here. There you go. See, normal repels don't last super long. Thank you, buddy. Later. I'm looking for Clefairy. He wants one for Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is a psychic type. Honestly, you're better off with a Drowsy or a Kadabra, either the Drowsy line or the Abra line. There's not really much of a point of using Mr. Mime. So we're going to head into here, and we can talk to the aide. He's Mr. If we've caught 10 types of Pokemon, he can give us HM5. Have I? Yes, I have. Caught 15. Thank you. We got HM5. It's Flash. Flash basically lights up caves and stuff like that, so you can head through them without issue. So yeah, am I going to... Yeah, I'm teaching it straight away. I think I give it to Kadabra. Yeah, I was like, I'll give it Kadabra. Yeah, so let's get rid of Teleport, because that's fucking useless. And there we go. The one thing you need to be wary about if from Gen 1, basically... If you teach a HM to a Pokemon, it can never unlearn it. It's there for good. So let's grab this. Moonstone. So if we use Cut here, which I taught to Charmeleon, by the way, who is a pretty good... it's actually a pretty decent move, to be honest. And we head down. Yeah, we're back in Viridian. We're back in Viridian City. So yeah, we're back on the original route, the first route that we went through. Talk to this dude, and he gives us a TM. He gives us the TM for Dream Eater. Dream Eater is a ghost type move, I believe. Basically, you put a Pokemon to sleep. And when you use Dream Eater, I think it takes a sizable chunk off of their health. So yeah, it's a pretty useful move, to be honest with you. So now we're back in Pewter City, because we can now go use Cut on this tree here. And we can go into the rear entrance for the... or go into this extra building at the back of the museum. Talk to this dude. He's got a chunk of amber which contains Pokemon DNA. It'd be great if we could resurrect it from it. So, yeah. We're going to get this now. This is the second fossil type Pokemon that you can get. We got the... Which one did we get? We got the Helix fossil, I think. So we can get Omanyte from that. From the Amber, we can get Omanyte. So, yeah. So now we're back in Vermilion City, having done all the stuff we need to do here. And we're heading back the way we came. So we're going to be heading... nope, not up there. So we can't go... don't think we can go this way yet. No. Basically, the way through is closed because he's thirsty. Fucking asshole. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back the way we came, which is this underground pathway, back to... I can't remember where this goes back to. Is it Celadon? I think it might be. Or have we been to Celadon yet? I can't remember. No, Cerulean. There you go. This is Cerulean City. I'm glad you're so happy, Pikachu. Anyway. So, we now need to head up this way. So, we're heading back to Cerulean City. I'm going the wrong fucking way. Tom. Yeah, you dumbass. So yeah, we're back in Cerulean City. Yeah, my cutting was a bit weird. I didn't do a good job here. So what we want to do is... I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm not going the way for plot, that's for sure. I'm going to the Pokemon Center, aren't I? Fuck. Okay, so yeah, Pokemon Center. And now we can go to the bike dude. Hi, bike dude. It's a bike voucher, and so here you go. We get a bike. We now have a bicycle. Kind of annoying to use in Gen 1 because you can't... you basically have to go to items and click on bicycle. There it is. Click on it. But now you're about twice as fast as you were before. And the theme is actually rather cool. I actually like this upbeat kind of theme. But yeah, you're forced off your bike when you go indoors, which I'm going to show off. No cycling allowed here, yeah, so you can't actually do it indoors. From Gen 2 onwards, you have the ability to, I think it was Gen 2? Yeah, I think so. You have the ability to map it to the select button, so then you can just press the select button and you can automatically use your bike. Makes things a hell of a lot faster. But for Gen 1, you're kind of fucked. You have to basically use it for... So, you know, for Gen 1, it's basically... you have to select it from the menu, which is a pain. I don't know what TM30 does. That's the problem with Gen 1. They don't tell you what the TMs actually are. They just give you the number. And yes, this is where I start cutting out battles. So yeah, if it's... I'm cutting out these battles basically if there are no new Pokemon in the party. If I keep them in, then there's a new Pokemon for us to see. But a lot of the trainers here are basically using the same shit that they've always used, like... we have a lot of bug trainers, we have a lot of yeah, and stuff like that. But here's Beedrill. Beedrill, the final evolved form of what's the name of it? Weedle. Sorry, fuck my brain. And this is where we show off the power of Dig. But yeah, Beedrill is a pretty decent Pokemon. He's pretty quick. That's his main kind of thing. He's a pretty fast Pokemon. But other than that, he's not particularly useful. Like, I've always preferred using Caterpie over him just because of the ability to use... because it learns Confusion early on, which is quite, you know, which really helps you out early on. But yeah. He basically uses his main thing is he uses bug type moves. So he can get Pin Missile, which is a really good bug type move. And he's got, you know, poison attacks, which, you know, can be helpful, I guess. But yeah. Hi, buddy. What you doing here all by yourself? I will never know. What am I doing? Super Potion. Oh, War Turtle was in the wars a bit. Oh well. Moving on. So yeah, I mean, Beedrill's design is kind of cool, but I've just never used him. Not really interested. And, oh, we've got new Pokemon to look at, so let's see. It's a bug catcher, so we've seen Caterpie. Or did I just leave this in? Did I fuck this up? Let's see. Soon find out. By Caterpie. And he's got Weedle. Thunderbolt. Yeah, this move's fucking overpowered as shit. And the last one is... Oh, there we go. That's why. Venonat. Single evolution bug type Pokemon. Nothing really special about him. I think he's quick, but I think that's about it. So, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If you want a bug type Pokemon, then I think... hang on. No, he's not single, because he evolves into Venomoth. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, if you want a good bug type, you've got Beedrill, you've got Butterfree, Pinsir, and Scyther. So, you know, there's not really much of a point of using him. I kind of equate him to more like Tangela, in terms of like, yeah, you could use Tangela. He's a grass type, but there are just other grass types that are more interesting, you know, and better to use, basically. So yeah, let's use a cut here, because this is our next destination. Rock Tunnel, I believe it's called. So chop that. Press the A button here, and you get a super potion, free super potion. I don't know why it's under that tree. And we've got one less battle to go before we head into Rock Tunnel. Bye, love. All Pokemon we've seen before, so who cares? Moving on. Let's head through Rock Tunnel. And Rock Tunnel is completely drenched in blackness, in the dark. So yeah, Flash. And yeah, by the way, in terms of Flash, it basically stays on for the entirety of the time that you're in that particular dungeon. So, as long as I'm in Rock Tunnel, it will stay lit up. I think the only time, only once you've left Rock Tunnel will Flash wear off. Cubone! God, I showed this off later as well, never mind. Cubone evolves into Marowak. It's a ground type Pokemon. Again, Cubone and Marowak are not bad, but they're a better Pokemon, if you know what I mean. They're just better Pokemon for you to use of that type. Slowpoke as well. Slowpoke is a pretty good Pokemon. Slowpoke evolves into Slowbro. It's a good combine water, because it's like psychic water. So it's actually a pretty good and pretty useful Pokemon if you want a good type coverage. But it just doesn't have the power of with its psychic attacks, it doesn't have the power of Alakazam and the Kadabra and that kind of thing, and it doesn't have the physical attack power of Hypno. So it's just kind of one of those things that you don't really. It's like an offshoot one. Like if you want to use a psychic type, but you don't want to use one of the main two, then it's a good option to have. Then it's a good option to use, but doesn't have the power necessary, really. Repel. Thank you. I used 2. Why did you use 2? I think that was a misclick. Alright. Alright. Have you got anybody? Nope. Bye, love. What about you? You got anybody to look at? Any interesting Pokemon? No. The way I'd put this rock tunnel is it's basically a much smaller version of Mount Moon. A lot of the trainers are types that you already have faced before. The wild Pokemon in here, the reason why I'm using Repel actually is because the wild Pokemon in here, there's nothing new. You've got Zubat. You know, it's basically the same as you'd find in Mount Moon, like Clefairies and Zubats and that kind of thing. So, damn it. I'll be happy when I can get when I can get Super Repels. That'll make this so much easier and so much faster. Which means I'm just walking around, buddy. I didn't show no disrespect. This guy's got a new Pokemon, apparently. Not this one, clearly. Yeah, Wartortle got a good, decent amount of use in this dungeon. Because of the amount of rock types and ground types that we were fighting against. Oh, here we go. So this is Graveler. This is the evolved form of Geodude. And then he evolves into Golem, but you have to trade to get Golem. Golem is a pretty good Pokemon in Gen 1. Like, has pretty good physical attack stats and is decently fast. But it's 4 times weak to water, 4 times weak to grass, so it's 2 4 times weaknesses is not good, baby. So that's why, you know, I never bothered with the Geodude. I always have I had a Geodude kind of early on, and then I just kind of put it away. It's because they're better rock and ground types, and they're a better Pokemon that deal a lot of physical damage. We're almost out. I think we're almost done. What am I doing? Well, Ivysaur's dead. Shit. You'll soon be gone, buddy, I can tell you that much. I think at this point I was just like, I need to get out. I need to get out. There we go. Later on, if the Pokemon get above a certain level, then I think repels don't work. Because they're basically, if they're like of a much higher level. So yeah, works here though, so it's not too bad. So yeah, so this is, yeah, do this, you get a Max Ether, nice. That restores all of your PP for all of your moves of a single Pokemon, which is kind of pretty useful. Wow, I'm not fighting her then, apparently. Super Potion. There you go. Come on, Charmeleon, you can do it, buddy. So yeah, this takes us to Lavender Town. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't need Repel anymore. Not at the moment, anyway. No wild Pokemon to deal with unless... There we go. Nothing. Let's talk to you. Do you have anybody new? Nope. Go fuck yourself. And finally, Lavender Town. Oh God, it's that music. But there you go. We'll hear more of the depressing music next time. But yeah, so next time we're going to be we're in Lavender Town, so we're going to be checking out the Pokemon Tower. That's the next thing we're going to be going through. So yeah, see you next time.